Hi, welcome back to the channel. Just got a few little jobs this weekend. One of the first ones I've done is I've just been and borrowed this engine hoist from a friend, and I'm going to be using that to pull the engine out of the MGB. Hopefully this week we'll get that taken out. So I need to get it lifted out of there. It's quite heavy. I'll get a hand to that. But I'll get it lifted out, and I need to turn the MGB round because when that engine hoist is up, if the engine's at this end, it's going to catch up here on the door, or the door's going to be closed and I won't be able to move it back far enough. So I need to spin the car around, and then I've got this extra little bit of height here and also a bit more space back here to move the hoist. So that's the thinking. I've also got another little job, which is this one, which this contraption is nothing to do with cars. This is actually for plasterboards, drywall. So it's on a trolley. This is only part of it, and when it's got the weight on, it sort of catches, the wire catches. So it belongs to my brother, and just the other day they were using it and it kept catching on this nut here somewhere on the wire. So he's just said, can I try and modify a little bit? I think it's flexing, so I might weld a plate along here onto this and put some tension on it so that it pulls this wheel away. So I've got that to play with because I know they need it Monday again, so I need to get that done this weekend for them and back to them. So hopefully we'll just be a simple repair, get that twisted round so it's clear. So yeah, that's today's tinkering. So I'm having a look at this thing, and I thought it would flex more than it does, but it's quite solid when it's in there. It's just that this wheel runs so close to where the wire is. Can't quite see it there. It looks quite far away there, but when it's got tension on it, the whole thing sort of twists. I've also changed the nut. There was a big nut in there. I've changed that for a dome-headed bolt, so that's gave us 10mm. I'm just wondering whether I should just cut down here where the weld is, bend this bracket a little bit more and just tack it back on again. I think that might be the easiest fix. I can't get it to bend. It won't bend. So much easier working on cars. Okay, so what I've done is I've put a relief cut on that bracket, and then both sides, and then I've jacked this up so that it just bends up slightly, and you can see it's widened the gap both sides there. That one probably a little bit less. So I'm going to put it under pressure again with the jack, and then I'm going to drop this strengthen plate, because as you can see it's just sort of 3 tack welds in there, and the whole thing just flexes and bends when it gets the weight on. So I'm going to pressure it up over, weld that on there, weld them back up, and that, along with chopping that down, should do the trick. That should have done the trick. Got that welded back up, and a strengthener in there. Hopefully that'll have bent it and held it in place. Well, it's definitely heavier than you think. Anyway, we got it off. Sounds quite nice, this engine. It's always ran well, so I don't know that I'll be stripping it down and doing anything to it. I think it doesn't excessively leak or anything, it runs quite well. So it might just get a good clean up and a bit of paint when it's out and then back in again. Okay, so next job on my agenda is pull the engine out and then strip off a lot of the bits and pieces around the outside and get rid of all of this rust. You know, wheel arches don't look too bad in the wings. A lot of surface rust, but nothing too dramatic. And paint's all flaking off everywhere as well. Definitely benefit from a fresh bit of paint in there, and then the engine's the same. It could do with painting up and cleaning up. But I'm going to start, not today, pulling the engine out. I'm going to start another day, so that'll be for next week's video. If you want to see how we get on, whether it comes out nice and easy or whether we struggle, tune into next week's video, and hopefully we'll either have it out or we'll be in the middle of taking it out. So today I'm pretty much just tinkering, finishing off a few little jobs here and there, and then we'll get onto that at a later date. Okay, just wanted to point out last week's video, if you watched it, I've done a bit of a recap and a bit of a walk around the MG, talking about what I've done to the panels and how much money I've saved by not buying panels. But when I've done the final sums, I made a mistake. I mentioned when I was talking about the doors that they were £657 each, but then when I came to write it all down and do my sums, for some reason I wrote £257. So basically I've missed off £800 off the total. So it was just under 4,000. It's going to bring it up to just under 5,000, I guess. So it's even more savings. So yeah, it was quite a lot of money saved. I was quite shocked actually when I added up to myself. If you haven't watched the video, check it out. It was last Friday's video. Just a quick recap. Anyway, back to this engine. So yeah, that should keep me busy for a little while, pulling that out of there, doing all the bodywork inside the engine bay, getting some paint on. I really want to experiment with the colour of the paint because I'm still not 100% on what's the right colour. The Inca yellow looks like it might be the one I'm going for, but what I'm going to do basically is paint the inside of the engine bay with the colour I think the car is going to be, and if it looks good, that's it. We've got the colour. If I don't like it, then I get another colour, repaint that, repaint the inner engine bay with a different colour. Hopefully it'll be right first time. It saves a lot of work. It's still very warm here in the UK. We're getting some sunshine. It's all very nice, but it's just a bit hard to work because it's very humid. It's not exactly just the temperature's high. It's the humidity is really high. So I've just got a few little more jobs to do this weekend, and I'll see you on next week's video. So thanks for watching. Just been tinkering Sunday, and I'll see you next week.